3.3.4 Towards the era of nation building centering on the realm of the royal family. You are meant to inherit the tradition of true parents by becoming one with them. With a subject or core tradition in your family, you should establish a foundation through which you can guide all nations. Your family should be able to take on that kind of subject role. When you achieve this, you can be formally and substantially registered into the realm of the royal family of the spiritual kingdom. The kingdom of heaven is a place that you enter once you have achieved all this. In fact, the kingdom of heaven is not somewhere where just anyone can go. 3 generations should be determined together to walk that way. Grandparents, father and mother, husband and wife, and then sons and daughters. This makes 4 stages altogether, but within this framework, it is in the 3rd generation that the husband-wife level is achieved. Adam and Eve were not able to receive from God their education as his son and daughter, as his prince and princess, nor were they able to receive full education as brother and sister. Had they received their education to be true siblings, all of the world could have been united through their establishing true brotherly and sisterly relationships with all people. Isn't humanity in some sense God's brethren? Centering on the firstborn of the eldest son, all of the siblings of Adam could spread out horizontally to form a tribe, a nation, and eventually have expanded to cover the whole world. In this way, human beings were originally meant to live in the royal palace of heaven and experience the heart of the realm of the prince and princess, that is, the realm of the royal family, while here on earth. By living in this way, they would become naturally qualified to enter the kingdom of heaven. The kingdom of heaven is not a place where just anyone can go. We are now living in the age in which we have to establish God's people centering on the realm of the royal family of the heavenly kingdom. In the future, a time will come when everything in the fallen world will be bulldozed flat, and this ideal will be established. When I go out to the world and teach God's word and teach God's principle, there cannot be any Koreans or any unification church that stands in a way or blocks that road. That kind of resistance needs to be removed, roots and all.
When I look back on the cruel time when I had to abandon my own parents, even cut off my wife and son, I just have to close my eyes and push ahead. When the time comes to take the strong stand in order to establish the traditions of the kingdom of heaven, you have to have the guts to do so. What I am talking about seems like a dream, doesn't it? So why don't you go out and see? Can those who have inherited the devil's life and lineage based on his fallen love enter into the realm of royal family centering on God's true love, true realm that has been lifted up and created in unity centering on the realm of God's life and lineage and based upon his true love? Those who have inherited the devil's line and lineage automatically connect to hell, and once they are in hell, can they even raise their eyes upward? They cannot even look up. Only after several decades or generations might they be able to take a look in the right direction. Why is this? Because everyone has an original heart that reveres and longs for their parent, and because everyone still possesses the sense of attraction that directs them towards true love, They can look up in the right direction after several years when their own fortune or destiny correlates to that destiny inside them, so that their minds and bodies resonate with it. The only reason this is possible is because Adam and Eve grew to the age of 15 or 16. If they had not grown that much, then there would be no hope at all. It would be utterly impossible. So we are still faced with this reality, this barrier of sorrow and grief. An important question, then, is how we can break ourselves away from this situation and establish the standard that resolves all this. Originally, husband and wife should speak to each other in the most respectful, honorific way. In aristocratic or noble families, husbands and wives do not speak rough languages to each other. Korea is a nation with such a tradition, and this corresponds to heavenly law. In fact, heavenly law is even more stringent than that. The tradition within Korean aristocracy did not include or connect to God. It included the concept of nation. But even so, it was not connected to the law of heaven and earth. For this reason, Korea and Korean people have to learn from the Unification Church. Otherwise, they have no way to enter the realm of the royal family.
I stand in a position to correct all of the wrongdoings and misdeeds of both men and women, even if they bend only slightly from the principle. Satan will try to catch them with his net. He stakes his claim, saying, "This person is flawed and malformed in such and such a way, so I have the right to take him." That's why true parents have to straighten out all the misdoings of people. True parents have to lead them in a right direction throughout the lives of these men and women. How can they do it? Through the four great realms of heart. It is at this point that you can experience the four great realms of heart, the three great kingships, and the realm of the royal family. Even if a highway has been built, it doesn't help you any to have a driver's license if you do not own a car or even have money to buy gasoline. All of you should be able to take care of these by yourselves. You should try to resemble the family of Reverend Moon. Your family is like the vehicle. The vehicle needs a driver who can drive. You need to learn to drive, and you have to make money to run the car, and so on. You should not be indebted to others. If you are indebted, you will be ashamed of yourself in the spirit world. So instead, you should think about how you can benefit others, no matter what your circumstances. Otherwise, you will not be able to enter the realm of the royal family. The kingdom of heaven is actually a place that is quite scientifically organized. That is why each family is a micro unit of the kingdom of heaven.